Hey, what's up, you guys? So today for Monday Motivation, we're going to be talking about the number one skill you need to run a successful business. So the number one skill that you guys need to start a successful business, and I've heard this from mentors of mine, I've heard this, or I've read this in books, I've read this in articles, and that skill is you have to be able to sell. If you have a business, you have a great idea, um, you have the wheels rolling, but you don't know how to sell it to somebody. If somebody told you to explain it to them and you couldn't really get their interest in it, they're not going to buy it. They're just going to look at you and be like, okay, well, that doesn't sound interesting enough for me to give my hard-earned money for your product or your service. So you need to learn how to sell people. Like, you have to be a salesman. You have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to talk about your product or service. You have to be able to talk about your business, and you got to be able to connect with the person. Now, all of those seem like they might be connected or overlapping, and they are. So I'll go over them in order. So you want to be able to communicate with somebody. So you, when you're talking about selling your service and your product, you don't want to talk to somebody and feel like you're nervous. Because if you feel like you're nervous, it's gonna make that person nervous, and they're gonna be like, okay, well, this just doesn't feel right. So you want to be able to talk to somebody and have the ability to approach someone that doesn't know you, or someone that doesn't know anything about what you do or your business or what your ideas are. You have to talk to them. You have to be firm, talk to them about what you're passionate about and what you are offering and how that could assist them. So communication is definitely something that you want to work on. I mean, it's pretty easy for me to approach new people I don't know and talk to them about something I'm passionate about, because either they're just going to be like, I have some passion about what you're talking about, or I don't. And my objective to communicate with different people is to find if they share that same passion. Now, if they share that same passion, then we have a conversation. So the next skill you need to have in order to sell your product is to be able to explain your product. Explain how your product is made or where it comes from, and everything you can about your product, what the benefits are. Again, you want to be able to explain it to where it shows the person that it benefits them. And if you could do that, then you could build that connection with that person and the product, and that might spark their interest, or it might increase their interest that they already have in the product and lead to a sale or a new client. And that goes as well as, that goes along with services. If you are able to explain your services and how you differ from the competitor, then people will be able to separate you and the competitor and see and make an informed decision on if they should go with you or the competitor. And hopefully, if you explained it enough, again, number one, communication. If you explained it enough during the conversation and you explained it correctly, and again, if you were able to connect with them, it'll generate interest, and they'll be able to, and that may lead to a sale or a new client. So the third thing we're going to be talking about is being able to explain your business. So when you're talking about the product that you provide or service that you provide, people, if they're interested, might start asking you about your business, or how are you selling this, and who do you work for, or whatever like that. So once you explain your service or product, talk about your business, when it started, how you started it, why you're passionate about it, and what you look to fix in the market. Again, we're tying all these videos back together. So again, if you are passionate about something, you are finding a solution for a problem that you see in the market. And again, if you could explain that to a potential customer or potential client, that will be able to give them the full circle on your product, service, and business altogether, to give them a nice picture of what you do and how you plan on assisting them and earning their money and earning their business. So the last thing we're going to be talking about is, actually, I just thought of something else. So there's two more things we're going to talk about. So we're going to be talking about the next thing. The fourth thing is going to be being able to make somebody comfortable. So you might be asking how communicating and making someone comfortable is different. They should be the same. If you can communicate with somebody, they're comfortable. That's that's just incorrect. You could have a conversation with somebody where the person's pretty uncomfortable because they either don't like your approach, they don't like your tone, they don't like your product or anything like that. And even if they don't like your product, there's a way to communicate with them to make them comfortable. For example, my business, hey, my name's Charles Wilson. I'm the president of Sportalytics. You know, I provide highlights to high school athletes, personal highlight videos. If they say, hey, my kids don't play sports, I'll be like, oh, okay, well, you know, if there's anybody that, you know, might be interested, here's my card. Feel free to pass it around. Let me know if they're interested, and I'll give them a great deal. Now, again, that's very short, to the point. Okay, you're not interested, but, you know, you might know someone else that's interested. Don't completely cut them off and burn the bridge. You know, you might be able to build a connection with them, even on another level. So, for example, I've had people where they weren't interested in my highlight films, but they've hired me for other things that are kind of out my realm, but I'm able to complete. So the last, and probably should be number one, it's probably be the most important thing, is taking no for an answer. Taking no is okay. You know, again, okay, hey, you know, I'm not interested in your product. Okay, well, that's fine. You know, maybe you might know somebody's interested. Please take my card and have them reach out to me if they're interested. Again, the chances of them, you know, coming back and finding somebody are slim to none, but there's a chance. And again, I've had instances where the person wasn't interested, but they referred someone else to me, and I received more business for my services. So one thing that I learned from, and I'm not getting paid to put this book up, but it is Cold Calling Techniques, and this is just a book that I Googled. I was trying to find, you know, what are the best books to read when starting a business, and this is the first one that came up. Cold Calling Techniques that really work. And most people don't really cold call anymore, but this book definitely has some great techniques as far as just being a salesperson. And one of the main things that they talk about in that book is a no will get you closer to a yes. So the more no's you have will get you closer to a yes. And the people that call more people are more likely to get more no's, but they're more likely to get more sales as well because they've called more people. Some people take no to heart, and it's kind of personal for them. And, you know, it's hard to take that in when somebody doesn't want something that you're passionate about, because you don't feel like they share that equal passion for something that you believe in. And that's fine. Again, there's not one product in the world where everybody loves it or everybody wants it or everybody has it. So taking no for an answer is not a bad thing. Again, I've read it in this book, and again, I'll tell you guys, I'm not getting paid to put this book up here, but you can buy it, I think, on Amazon. That's where I bought mine, or you could buy it in the bookstore. But or the Mark Cuban book, How to Win at the Sport of Business. And I'll put these books, the titles, in the description. If you guys want to check it out, feel free, read the reviews and see what other people say. But I'll just say that these books have given me a lot of knowledge about becoming a better salesperson, and just, you know, selling, not myself, but my business and my service. So hopefully you guys liked the video. And again, if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and share this video with somebody that is interested in starting a business or just wants to know what are the steps to start a business. I definitely want to help out as many people as possible. So please hit that subscribe button, share if you would like, hit that subscribe button. And I am chucking this one up. I hope to see you guys next video.